calling the National Suicide Hotline. How can I help you?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you tonight?
Oh, it could be better. I'm really worried about my uncle.
Okay, what's going on with your uncle?
All right, my uncle's he's kind of a famous guy. His name's Johnny Alite. He has a YouTube channel. He's very popular. He wrote a few books and stuff like that. But all right, it's hot. It's gonna sound wild, but my uncle's a former mob associate, and his YouTube channel has taken a real dive lately, and he's lost a lot of Patreons on his YouTube channel, and he's very sad. He's emotional. He's crying every night. He's crying. He goes under the bed and cries, and it's just really taken a toll on everybody. And I don't know if this might sound crazy, but ever since Sammy the Bull Gravano actually told everybody that my uncle was a liar, and my uncle John paid him $3,000 to say that he was a perfect gangster. Ever since Sammy, you can look at it on YouTube if you think I'm lying. Ever since he's done this, my uncle has been in a deep depression, fits of crying. He keeps biting a pillow a lot. He'll take the pillow out and bite it. He's just been a real recluse, and just he's very depressed and stuff. And I don't think he would hurt himself, but I've never seen him act like this in the fits of crying every night. My uncle Jimmy, his brother, Jimmy, is very worried about him also. And I don't really know what to do. What kind of signs are there? The crying all night? Is that signs you think he might hurt himself?
If he's not saying anything, I don't think he's gonna hurt himself. If he didn't say anything about harming himself or trying to harm himself in any way or anybody around him, I don't think he's suicidal or anything like that, or he's trying to harm himself. He's just going through a little something he may be going through. But I suggest that you guys try and get him like a therapist or a psychologist to see.
Well, he keeps like
going on with him.
He's been having night terrors and screaming, I want my Patreons back." I don't know if it's all over money or what it is, but it's taken a toll on my Grammy. Because
it could be like over, like you said, financially. Okay, you're saying that he was getting paid by having like Patreon and different things.
Yeah, he has a YouTube. If you Google
stuff that he was.
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, man. I'm just kind of worried. If you Google John Alite, you'll see what I'm talking about. And he's lost his subscribers went down. He's lost a lot of Patreons. People are calling him names. They're calling him a liar. They're calling him names like that. And to be quite honest, he has told a lot of lies on social media. I don't really want to say that too loud, but he's told a lot of lies on social media lately. So I'm just kind of worried about him, and I just wanted to get my girlfriend told me to call this up and get some professional guidance to see what I can do about my Uncle John.
The only thing I can advice I can give you, because he's not suicidal or anything like that, because this is a suicide national hotline for people that is in distress and trying to commit suicide literally. This is what this hotline is really for. It's not for like talking different things.
He is crying though, in rage, like screaming and like grunts and crying.
Sir, I'm trying to tell you, because you saying the same thing over and over again. I understand what you're saying. In order to help him, because I think this is just that he's something financially that he's going through, because he probably was using the YouTube for income.
Yes, correct.
This is more of a loss of income that he's going through, and this is how he's probably dealing with it. But if anything, if he sees signs of that he could be trying to get into a depression or something, like depression, like a state of it, try and get him, like, ask him if he would like to see like a therapist or a psychologist. That's the only thing I can suggest. Or if you want to calm him down, like if you're having like spells of crying and stuff like that.
The crying fits, man.
Try and get in contact with his primary care provider, that they could probably give him like a set of something to try to calm his nerves and calm him down. But I think it's nothing else wrong with your uncle. I think it's more like the loss of finances. Okay?
How do you go about committing a family member to like a mental ward or something?
There's nothing wrong with him. how he's dealing with loss of
Yes.
income.
Yes, but
Okay,
ma'am,
nothing really wrong with him.
he's crying,
Okay.
screaming, and a lot of grunts are coming from the
Okay,
room.
like I said to you before, it's a loss of income, and that's how he's dealing with it.
But it's everything for him. It's
Okay.
not just his income; it's his fame, it's his reputation, everything.
I just told you it's from this is how he's dealing with it. He went from up, and then now he was doing his thing like on the YouTube or social media. He was making monetary, getting money from off of it, because you can make money off of YouTube. But if you're losing your fan base and this was your only income, just like you're working a job and you've been working a job for 20 years at a job, and they just come and hand you a pink slip and tell you you're laid off or you're fired, yeah, you're going to react like that as well. If you didn't have no other job lined up and you have to pay your mortgage or your rent or your bills, and that was your only income, yeah, everybody have their own way to deal with things. So this is how he's dealing with it.
Yeah,
Okay?
there's also like one more thing. I don't know, like it's kind of touchy, but his brother recently told us that my uncle told him that he was coming out as a bisexual. So could that be it also?
That have nothing to his sexuality, his sexual purpose have nothing to do with what he's going through. And like I said it before, everything you told me is based, like I just stated to you already, this is based on him with loss of income, financial income, okay?
Okay.
So let him deal with it accordingly. At the moment he states that he wants to self-harm himself, then you need to start working fast and don't take it lightly. But if he's reacting like this, he needs to get in contact with his primary care provider so they at least give him something to calm him down.
Well,
this was income. You have to realize that, okay?
Yes, he does live with my grandmother. My grandmother said he did not eat the chicken tenders tonight. He went right to bed screaming and crying.
Sir, all this other stuff is irrelevant. I just told you what it was. It's his loss of income, and you know it as well. If he's saying that it's all because of his internet or his YouTube, his fan base,
it's a YouTube and a Patreon, man.
Decreasing, okay? Yeah, Patreon is income, dealing with money, because people pay for that.
I understand that, but
Okay.
but I don't think you understand. It's not just money, ma'am. It's his. He has a tough guy persona that he shows to the world, and he kind of lost that.
It doesn't matter. That's his alter ego. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anything you're saying is irrelevant. All that was about money, monetary. Okay.
Gotcha.
He lost income. Okay.
So what would your advice be, ma'am?
I just told you, sir.
Yeah, but he's my uncle, and I do love him. I love him. I'm close with him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that clearly, what you're saying. But you have to realize, he's not saying he wants to self-harm himself or nobody around him.
No, ma'am. He hasn't said nothing like that.
Right now, unless he wants to get help, like to see a therapist or a psychologist, or he wants to go to his doctor and try to get something to calm himself down, you have to realize he was on social media. He's losing his fan base. He's losing his little monetary things he was getting from there. That was his financial stability for him.
Yeah.
Okay?
He keeps saying I lost my Felix. I don't know even what he's talking about. It's like murmurs and muttering. I'm just worried.
Yeah, it's just like I said to you before. Like the example that I told you, like if you was working a job for 20 years and you just up and just lost your income,
yeah,
that's what's going on with them. Okay?
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you very God bless you.
Have a good night.
Thank you very kindly, ma'am. It's like a wonderful person. Thank you.
All right.
God bless you. May the wind be at your back. Well, my poor uncle. All right, let's try a Ricky Yoon bar. What do you say? Should we go for a Ricky Yoon bar?